Objective: after listening to this module, you'll be able to identify factors that make health education unique from other subjects. Uniqueness of health education. Health education curricula is different from that of other subjects in several ways. Health education includes controversial subject matter like drugs and sex. Usually topics in math or science or language arts do not include touchy, sensitive subjects. Health education provides very practical information. Other subjects such as math can be very practical and used in daily life, but learning about something that has to do with just about every aspect of one's being is very practical. Health education is multidimensional. We talked about the multidimensional nature of health. If health is multidimensional, then obviously health education is multidimensional. Similarly, health education is interdisciplinary. The three domains of learning are cognitive, which refers to retention of facts, affective, which refers to feelings, attitudes, values, and beliefs, and psychomotor, which refers to physical movement. Health education touches on all three domains of learning, but especially the affective domain. So much of what we are trying to achieve in health education relates to deep-seated components of the sociocultural matrix of the individual and his or her family. Teaching in regard to nutritional practices, personal health, sex, and family relationships are of this type. Because of this, health education should focus on feelings as well as scientific facts. Health education is focused on behavioral change. The main objectives of health education are different in that information getting and giving are not primary but are usually secondary to behavior change and behavior maintenance. In other words, the end results of education efforts in health must show not in having the student be able to give back factual information, but in demonstrated actions or behaviors related to health protection and health maintenance. Because the objectives are usually different, the techniques and methods of evaluation must be different. For example, health status and health behaviors are dependent on a large number of non-school factors and variables, many of which we cannot control or measure. These always complicate our evaluation efforts. For example, trying to get students to eat healthier is very difficult when their parents do the grocery shopping. Perhaps in no other curriculum area are there so many varied and inconsistent sources of influence and information, and so many fallacies and misconceptions and superstitions. This lack of factual uniformity and consistency, even among members of the health professions themselves, make it difficult to educate for health effectively and efficiently. In the field of health, fact becomes rapidly obsolete as research expands knowledge in all areas. This means that we are faced with a constant need for programs involving re-education, and re-education poses more complex problems for us than education, especially in the field of health. So staying up to date in an ever-changing field is difficult but essential because things change in the field of health as we discover new things through research. Because we live in a nation of if it ain't broke, don't fix it mentality, we don't value health education. There's a lack of general interest in and value placed on health when an individual is well. Studies repeatedly have shown that the American public does not really value health until it's lost or threatened or impaired. Health education is a lifelong process and affects our attitudes, knowledge, and behaviors. Key points: in many ways, health education is different than other disciplines, making it a fairly unique field. This is not to say that other disciplines are unimportant. And that's it.